Good evening, everyone, and welcome to this month's June ABS Web Webinar Convention Q&A. I'm excited that this evening we're going to be joined by our Executive Director, Beth Barbary, and then also two board members, Susan Delgado and Stephen Hammers. So before we get going, I'd like to welcome them into our room. So Beth, welcome.
Good evening, everyone.
Susan and Stephen, welcome as well. We're glad to have you guys here.
Welcome. Glad to be here.
Good deal. Okay, I'm hoping, there we go. We got Stephen now. Hi, everyone. Thanks for joining us this evening to help share the word about what's going on with the ABS Convention and Trade Show, which is coming up this September already. So again, I want to welcome you all to this evening's webinar and let you know we've got myself, Beth, our Executive Director, Susan, the Board President, and Stephen Hammers, our Vice President as well. So as we get into the webinar tonight, before we share with you all of the things about convention, I want to show you guys a little bit of footage from last time. So if you attended the event or remember, you're going to know how great of a time it was. But for those of you who haven't been to an ABS convention yet, I want to share with you what it looks like, what it feels like, and what you can expect to experience at an ABS convention. So let's watch this video together. As you can tell, there's a ton of people and it's just a ton of fun. So it's something that I personally look forward to, even though it's a lot of work on our end. It's just so much fun to get to be with our members from all over the world. We have people who travel in internationally for this. So, first of all, I want to make sure you guys are aware of where the event is happening. It's happening at the Hyatt Regency Hotel and Century 2 Expo Hall in Wichita, Kansas. The Hyatt is really beautifully placed right along the Arkansas River. So we have a gorgeous view of the city of Wichita, and it connects directly to the Expo Hall where all of our exhibitors and all the seminars will be. And I want to pass it over now to Susan for Susan to share a little bit about why do we have a convention.
Thanks, Lauren. Well, of course, we all know that ABS is the best type club in the world. So why not have a convention? But actually, more importantly, a convention is an opportunity for us to bring everything we love about the American Bonanza Society and the American Bonanza Society Air Safety Foundation all under one roof. We look forward to sharing and bringing our members together to focus entirely on our airplanes, our training, our maintenance, sharing with vendors that care about our airplane and are providing services to our airplane. But most of all, we really just want to bring our members together to allow them to share the joy of flying with each other. We all learn from others. Lots of opportunities to mentor new Bonanza or Baron pilots. So it's a great opportunity to meet up with old friends and meet a lot of new friends.
Excellent. Thank you so much, Susan, for sharing about that. Well, next up, I want to show you guys the ABS Connect mobile app. If you don't have the mobile app downloaded, it's going to be an essential tool for you while you're at the convention. So as you can see here, inside of the events tab, we have the ABS Convention and Trade Show, where I can even go in right now and see what other members are coming and attending at the event. You can send messages. You can see all of the schedules on the app there. You can get hotel room block links there. And then most importantly is at the top of the page, you'll see the agenda where you can actually scroll through and see and add each individual seminar that you want to your schedule on your calendar. So you can click and see, okay, Bill Ross is going to be sharing a session here, and we can see his biography and any other additional components he wants to share as a part of his presentation. So it's going to be a one-stop hub for the ABS convention. Additionally, in order to help streamline earning ABS Aviator credit, we're also going to have a check-in system at the exterior of each of the seminar rooms. So as you walk in, you'll be able to open up your ABS Connect app and scan your QR code on the app that is unique to you so that we can register your seminar attendance to give you ABS Aviator credit, so you won't have to fill out the good old pen and paper style form anymore. We're going to do this all digitally to really help our staff on the back end be able to input hundreds of different aviator credits for all of the seminars that are attended over the weekend. So again, you need to download the app. If you are viewing on a desktop and you want to go ahead and scan that QR code right now, you can download the app and go ahead and engage with the app even before you get to the convention, because there is so much inside of the app that is great all year round, but especially at convention, you will definitely need the app. Also, a convention is not possible by our 5 staff members and our board members, and so we desperately need your help to make this convention a success. Our past conventions wouldn't be a success without all the incredible volunteers we have had. So if you're interested in any of the volunteer opportunities we have available, please email me, lauren@bonanza.org, and I would love to help get you plugged into different areas where you can help serve at the convention. I know some of the favorite ones are being out at Jabara Airport doing aircraft marshaling and working at the hospitality tent there as well, and we need lots of volunteers to make this happen. So again, please email me if you're interested in being a volunteer.
Hey, Lauren.
Yes.
Do I get a cool yellow shirt if I volunteer? I saw those in the video.
Why, yes, you do, Beth. You will get
Fantastic.
a free, awesome volunteer shirt that's branded with our logo on it. And it's of course, going to be neon yellow, green, so that we can see you on the flight line and make sure we don't run into you. So absolutely, we will have that for you there. Now, I want to show you a quick video here on how to register. So if you go to the website bonanza.org and just click on the home page, you'll see on the bottom left corner a link to the ABS event site. And it's very easy. All you have to do is log in. You'll select your registration type here on the next screen. Actually, click register myself first. You'll need to do that. And then you'll get to choose the registration option that you'd like to select. Once you select your registration option, the page is going to refresh and you'll have a couple questions we need you to fill out for your convention registration. And then you'll just jump to adding this to your cart and check out. It's really that simple to do. So again, that's bonanza.org. On the home page, you can find the link to register for this event. And earlier I mentioned that our event is going to be hosted on site at the Hyatt Hotel, but even though we have almost every single room in that hotel, we will need auxiliary hotels to facilitate the capacity that we are anticipating for this convention. So as you can see here on the diagram, we've got the Fairfield Inn, which is just a parking lot walk away from the Hyatt, and it's a great option. You'll see it's very close to the Expo Hall and seminars, and there's a parking garage there. And then on the very north end of the image there, it's a little cut off actually, I apologize for that. The Drury Inn is up there, and that's another great hotel that we have fantastic rates at. So you can go ahead and start booking your rooms in our room blocks as well at the really great discounted rates we have. Something I know is very important to everyone is also knowing where are we parking at Jabara, because that's half the fun, is parking among hundreds of other Bonanzas and Barons on the ground. So here I put together a little diagram of Jabara Airport, mapped out where our aircraft parking will be. We'll have plenty of space for everyone, so bring your chalks and tie downs. You'll definitely need those. But everything here is going to be very easy to be accessible for everyone. When you land, we'll have marshalers come and pick you up on a golf cart and take you over to the hospitality tent, where we'll have some water and refreshments while you wait for the next shuttle bus to pick you up. So we'll keep you out of the heat and the sun and keep you refreshed while you're waiting for your free shuttle bus that we're providing for all attendees. And here is just a quick overview of the full weekend schedule. So we anticipate several people will come in on Wednesday, as they have historically, to join us and be prepared for the event to really start on Thursday at noon with the grand opening of Expo Hall. We'll have a ribbon cutting ceremony at that point. And then Thursday evening, we're really excited to have our first ever welcome experience on Thursday night. And the Expo Hall, will be open, and it's going to be a really unique and new fun experience, just to give you all an opportunity to meet and mingle right from the get-go, so that you can catch up with your old friends or make new friends right from the beginning of the event, so you have the whole weekend to spend and enjoy with one another. On Friday, very typical fashion for us, we're going to start things off with a wonderful breakfast where we will have door prizes and great gifts to give away, and you must be present to win, so make sure you're up and early for breakfast each morning, Friday and Saturday, as we'll have great giveaways there. And then Friday and Saturday is going to be mostly very heavy on the seminars and Expo Hall. So I'll talk about the seminars here in just a little bit, but as you can see, we've got seminars in the morning and the afternoon. And Friday afternoon is the hangar party, which we will take everyone back out to Jabara Airport for a really fun time. We're going to have live music, photo booth, food, formation flight. Oh my goodness, it's going to be wonderful. Display planes, and maybe my favorite thing is the airplane judging contest. So everyone who flies in and lands at Jabara will be available to be judged by everyone else. So we're going to have fun categories like needs a paint job, or most improved, or most upgraded panel, things like that are just really fun. Saturday is going to be pretty much a rinse and repeat of Friday, where we're going to have breakfast, seminars, and Expo Hall all day, and then we'll have an incredible fireside chat Saturday evening, which Beth will talk about in a little bit. And then Sunday is get home day, so we'll start shuttle buses at 5:30 in the morning and start sending everyone back to the airport to begin their trips home. So for those of you who are curious, we have a very extensive seminar schedule, and this is just the tip. We have more that are being added all the time. I think Tom sent me version 19 yesterday or today. It's growing, so this is just the beginning of what you guys can expect at the seminars on Friday and Saturday. You'll see a lot of familiar names you know and love. Obviously, you see Bob Ripley and our technical advisors are going to be there. A lot of great presenters and speakers are going to be there. But if you jump into the ABS Connect app, you can see the always updated, most current version of the seminar schedule. So I won't linger on this too long because there's a ton of information on here and we still have a lot of stuff to cover. Okay, Beth, let me throw it over to you to talk about our companion activities.
Well, thanks, Lauren, and certainly ABS does not forget about those important people who are usually in the right seat. So, of the 2 companion activities that we have scheduled for the weekend of convention and our trade show in September here in Wichita, we've got one selected already. It's called Painting and Sips, which is pretty self-explanatory. I think it sounds like great fun. Hopefully I can pop my head in there at some point in time. And we're under final consideration for the second companion session, and so that's in the works right now. So if you're interested in influencing what we offer and you're one of those people who's usually in the right seat, please reach out to me at beth@bonanza.org and we'll talk about it. And you can help influence and select help us select what we'll have for companion activity number 2.
Excellent. And Beth, do you also want to go ahead and talk about our exciting announcement, the Fireside Chat?
Sure, I can do that, Lauren. Thanks. Saturday night is the banquet. It's the finale to a fantastic convention weekend. This year, we've got the pleasure of bringing you the voices of Beechcraft. And so it's going to be a casual conversation, facilitated, and we'll invite you to join former Beechcraft employees for stories from behind the factory door. I'm so curious to hear about this. I'm sure some of the attendees will have heard some of these and others will not. So we're just finishing getting that together. It'll be a fitting finish to a great conversation and community that we'll share over the weekend.
Excellent. Thank you so much, Beth. Well, something else I know you're all really looking forward to is getting hands-on experience with our ABS technical advisors. It's one of our most used ABS member services on a daily basis. So I want to let you know we are going to, in fact, have 4 ABS technical advisors on site all weekend. Not only will they be speaking in some of these seminars and doing some presentations, they're also going to have a booth in the Expo Hall, just like they do at Oshkosh, where they're going to sit around and be able to answer your one-on-one questions. So if you have anything you've just been dying to ask Bob Ripley, Curtis Boulware, Dale Krause, or Mike Thompson, you'll get an opportunity to meet with them face-to-face all weekend. They're really excited to be there. It's a highlight for them, I know, as well. And of course, as I mentioned just a little bit ago, Expo Hall is where Bob and the technical advisors are going to be. And we have a massive Expo Hall that is filling up with incredible exhibitors. So these are beach specific vendors that you guys are interested in hearing from. So I wanted to show you guys a quick list of some of the confirmed exhibitors to date. This is also growing. We've got a couple of months until the convention launches, but I expect to have a completely full Expo Hall by the time we're all done. So hopefully you guys see some of the companies you're hoping to chat with, and maybe they might have some show specials. I asked Beth earlier, I said, I don't know, if they're going to or not, but you could go ask them for a show special for sure. It doesn't hurt to ask, right? So we've got some great exhibitors who are going to be there on site with us. And of course, I talked about the hangar party a little bit. It's just a super fun experience. And so I have a really short video I'd like to show you guys. It's less than 2 minutes, just to show you what fun it was last time and what you can expect to see at the hangar party this year. So let's take a look. Wow. So again, that's just something you don't want to miss. I love watching that recap video because I get to see my 9-month-old daughter, who's now 3.5 years old. She was at the convention last time, youngest ABS member, joined us at that convention in 2022, and she will, of course, be back with us again in 2025. So if you want to meet London in person, this is like a shameless plug for you to register and come to convention. You can say hi to London as well. But before we wrap things up, I wanted to bring Stephen up to just share what's in it for you and why you should come to a convention like this.
Thank you, Lauren. I appreciate it. I love seeing your daughter, London, there. That was so awesome. And I bet you're looking at her like, my gosh, she's grown so much in the last few years. You know, when it comes to attending the convention, you know, the question, what's in it for you? If I put myself in your shoes, like, how did I enjoy the convention? I've gone to ABS conventions going back 20 years now. And I've loved it. I've enjoyed it. And from my perspective, there's a significant amount. The first and probably the most important is the fellowship of like-minded friends and enthusiasts. I love walking around, talking with people. What's going on? Tell me about your plane. Where do you fly? How do you use it? What kind of Bonanza you got? What kind of bearing you got? That is really by far what I get out of it, by far. Probably the next would be all the education on the specific aircraft we got, the do's and the don'ts, the safety, hearing about accidents, what can I do, owner directed maintenance, what can I do to my aircraft. I also like, on spare time, going around the exhibits. For me, I like to see what's out there. I like to see what can I do to my airplane to make my airplane better. I will tell you this, before the hangar party, the judging. The judging was awesome. We got to go around and see all kinds of aircraft from, you know, some of it had new interior, new paint, new panel. It was like, oh my gosh, some beautiful airplanes. I actually got very fortunate. I won best twin last convention, best Baron,
awesome.
And just tickled to death. And I've got that plaque sticking right in my office, and I'll love it forever. The hangar party was a blast. But I'll tell you one thing to top it off that I enjoyed is the formation flying. Oh my gosh, it was like a little Bonanza Baron air show. It was awesome. So for me, I think there's a lot in it for me. So I would definitely encourage you to go. You're going to love it. Thank you, Lauren. Appreciate it.
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you so much, Stephen. Well, kind of as we all pop back in here into the presentation, I want to let you guys know that we're going to go into the Q&A part now. So if you have any questions, please jump into the chat. We'd love to answer them. I know that one of the questions that was sent in ahead of time was, are there going to be factory tours? And I can confirm right now today that there will not be factory tours. Don't worry, we're going to have plenty of really fun things for you to come and do besides the factory tour. And if you come early, you could try to schedule an individual tour with them ahead of time yourself. It just won't be a part of our event. Okay, Danny says, will there be an air show at McConnell this time? No, I think that we have worked things out well so that we are not having competing airspace this time. And so we won't have to worry about that. Oh yeah, I see Susan wrote that down there as well. So no, luckily we've kind of worked through that. We'll plan to put out some more information specifically about flying in and those directions once we have that from ATC in Wichita here. So be looking for that over the next couple of weeks. We'll have that information to give to you guys on how to fly in. Yes, McConnell has no air show this year. Oh. News to me, I didn't know. So yeah, if you have any other questions though, go ahead and drop them in there. Otherwise, does anyone else have anything that they'd like to add about the convention? Susan, Stephen, Beth?
No, good.
No, I helped last year, you know, not the marshaling part, but getting people to the hospitality tent, and you know, everybody lands, everybody's excited to be there. So it's a great place to volunteer and hook up with everybody as they're flying in, helping them with their bags, helping them tie down their airplane, all that kind of stuff. I mean, the ABS is just a community, and it was great to be out there, both when people arrived and when they left, although I was sad I didn't fly my airplane. But yeah, it was fun to be out at the airport.
Good.
Very good.
I'm also...
Go ahead.
I was going to say, I'm also going to drop in the chat. I'm going to go ahead and drop a URL for you guys if you'd like the event website to go to register for the convention. So I'm going to drop that in here real quickly in the chat. So if you'd like to go check things out, it's really easy. It's right on the homepage of bonanza.org. And go ahead, Beth.
Oh, thanks, Lauren. I was just going to mention the last time I checked, we're getting pretty full. So, I know there's folks like Steven that come every year, and sometimes I know for me, if it's a repeat event, I kind of get slack in jumping on it. And so I just wanted to encourage people because our room blocks and our registrations are filling up quick. So you'd hate to miss out on the great deals on the hotels that Lauren has arranged before I was on the scene starting last year, and also with the registrations. So, just really encourage people to hop on it so that you don't miss out.
That's right, Beth. I mean, do it tonight, guys. Just pull the trigger. Don't wait. Register tonight because you don't want to miss it. And you are correct. Our hotel room blocks are nearly full, which is awesome. And then our registrations, make sure you're registering for the convention too, not just the hotel. Those are two separate registrations. So ABS convention is one registration and then your hotel is separate. So if you get yourself to Wichita and you're registered, we're going to take care of everything else for you. We're going to bus you from the airport down to the hotel. We'll take care of your transportation back out to the airport at the end of the show too. So it's really kind of an all-inclusive little trip once you get here. Okay, great. Well, I don't think we have many other questions that have come in, which is awesome. Maybe that means we've done our job by explaining things well from the beginning. So great job everyone tonight in your presentations and thanks for sharing. But of course, if anyone has any questions at all, please feel free to reach out to our office. You can give us a call all week long or send an email to info@bonanza.org, and we're here to help take care of you. So without further ado, I guess I'll wish everyone a good evening and thanks for joining us tonight.